25th Street, Harlem, New York. We are under command of Jimmy Yohana. If it's not under command of Jimmy Yohana, it's not the truth. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? This is the Sabbath service. And we,
We're going to start at 2 Samuel chapter 15, verse 29 through 35. I'm going to read it in Hebrew and then in English.
If you're not familiar with it, if you have the Blue Letter Bible app on your phone, or you can go online, you can follow along with us in the Hebrew. When we start in 2 Samuel chapter 15, verse 29. Or Yeshua, Tazalawak. Abdullah, Al-One, Al-Hayy, Yerusha Shalom, Yeshua, Shem, verse 30. Dawda, Allah, Allah, Hazayakim, Allah, Waka, Ra'ash, Rawa, Hakuya, Hawa'a, Alaka, Yakak, Wakal, A'ain, Ashar, Afwa, Kapwa, Ayash, Ra'ashwa, Wa'alwa, Wa'alwa, Allah, Waka, verse 34. Dawda, Abiyah, La'amar, Akid the Paul, the Bashari, Ayin, Abishalom, that's Absalom, Oyamar, Dawda, Sakol, Na'a, Aitazah, Akid the Paul, Yahweh, verse 32. Yahaya, Dawda, Ayin, Hara'ash, Ashar, Yeshafakwa, Shem, La'alahayim, Ohana, Ra'afwa, Kawashia, Ha'arakia, Torawai, Atanafwa, Wa'adama, Al, Ra'ashwa, verse 33. Wa'yamar, Dawda, and Ra, Aqua, Aya, Alia, Mamasha'a, verse 34. Ayad, Ashwa, Amara, Abishalom, Ibaka, Anya, Amala, Ahaya, Ibad, Abika, Anya, Ma'az, Wa'ita, Anya, Ibala, Wa'atha, Ya, Aitazah, Akir the Paul, Abiyathar, or Abiyathar, Akahanyam, Yahya, Paul, Hadabar, Ashar, Shemai, Mabayah, Amalak, Bagiyad, Atizad, Wak, Wala Abiyathar, Wala Abiyathar, Akahanyam. That's it.
And now we read 2 Samuel, chapter 15, verse 29 to 35 in the English. Verse 29. Zadok, therefore, and Abiathar carried the ark of the Most High again to Jerusalem, and they tarried there. Verse 30. And David went up by the ascent of Mount Olivet, and wept as he went up, and had his head covered, and he went barefoot, and all the people that was with him covered every man his head, and they went up weeping as they went up. Verse 31. And the one told David, saying, what's that name? And one told David, saying, Ahithophel is among the conspirators with Absalom. And David said, O power, I pray thee, turn the counsel of Ahithophel into foolishness. Verse 32. And it came to pass that when David was come to the top of the mount where he worshipped the Most High, behold, Hushai the Archite came to meet him with his coat rent and the earth upon his head. Verse 33. Unto whom David said, If thou passeth on with me, then thou shalt be a burden unto me. Verse 34. But if thou return to the city and say unto Absalom, I will be thine servant, O king, as I have been thine father's servant. Hitherto, so will I now also be thine servant. Then mayest thou for me defeat the counsel of Ahithophel. Verse 35. And hast thou not therewith thee Zadok and Abiathar, the priest? Therefore it shall be that what thing soever thou shalt hear out of the king's house, thou shalt tell it to Zadok and Abiathar the priest.
Hey, so just to catch everybody up where we at, this is the day was pretty much he was gonna have to sleep. After the battle of you remember when David took Bathsheba, and he pretty much slept with her, and that was Uriah's wife. And like one of the things was the Lord told me he ain't gonna have peace in his house at this point. You know what I'm saying? So like a lot of things are starting to happen, and like right now his son Absalom pretty much coming against him. So this is what he's telling the Lord, like whoever's counseling him, make sure his counsel turns into foolishness. So that's kind of what we at right now.
Okay. Can I ask a question? When the scripture said that he had the earth upon his head, what it mean? We was in verse 32. Mm-hmm. And when the Archite came to meet him with his coat rent and the earth upon his head, earth upon your head like a heavy head, like a lot of weight. Now we be reading 2 Samuel chapter 15, verse 36 through 37, and then chapter 16, verse 1 through 5 in the Hebrew?
Second Samuel chapter 15, verse 36. Now, Shem, Aimon, Thunder, Bunyan, Michael, 37. Washington, for I am down my yard, for Washington, for Shalom, for Shalom. Second Samuel chapter 16, verse 1. Without a doubt, I bar, I Ash, Hana, Tessio for Na'ar, for Yah, for Shah, for Akko, for Tazamad, Mario, for Bashir, for Alahayim, for Akim, for Kum, for Ma'ab, Tazamad for Young, for Ma'ab, for Yatazah, and the ball for Young, verse 2, for Yamar, on the rock, all, Tazamad for Maha, Allah, Lakah, for Yamar, Tazamad for I come a warrior of the Yah, I'm a lot, the Rakah, the Hello, the Oracle, the Hapu Yatzazah, the Akawol, and the Iron, the Hayayan, the Shafwa, Hayait, Woman Devar, verse 3, Wayamar, Amalak, Wayah, 1, Danyaka, Wayamar, Taziyah, Amalak, Hana, Yashar, the Yah was Shalom, the Yah, Amar, Hayawam, Yeshab, Yeshayabwa, the Yah, Yesha'ala, Mamalakwa, Avia, verse 4, Wayamar, Amalak, it says about Hana, Akah, Kal, Mafia, Mafia, Rashad, Wayamar, says he go for Ashatak, we got Amatazah, Fun, but a younger, a dunya, Amalak, Strive, Amalak, I, I'm a warrior, Anah, Shum, Ayash, it says Omashapaka, Yah, Shawol, Shumba, Shemaiah, Bun, Ra'ah, it says it says Ra'ah, Mama Polo.
Now we're going to read 2 Samuel chapter 15, verse 36 to 37, and then chapter 16, verse 1 through 5 in the English. Verse 36. Behold, they have there with them their two sons, and Hemazar, Zadok's son, Jonathan, Abithar's son. And by them ye shall send unto me everything that ye can hear. Verse 37. So Hushai, correct? Hushai's King David's friend came to the city, and Absalom came into Jerusalem. Verse 16. Chapter 16, verse 1. And when David was a little past the top of the hill, behold, Zabah, the servant of Mephibosheth, met him with a couple of asses saddled, and upon them 200 loaves of bread, and an hundred bunches of raisins, and 100 of summer fruits, and a bottle of wine. Verse 2. And David said unto Zabah, what meanest thou by this? And Zabah said, the asses be for the king's household to ride on, and the bread and summer fruit for the young men to eat, and the wine, that such as be faint in the wilderness may drink. Verse 3. And the king said, and where is thy master's son? And Zabbai said unto the king, behold, he abideth at Jerusalem. For he said, today shall the house of Israel restore me the kingdom of my father. Verse 4. Then said the king of Zabah, Salaki. Verse 4. Then said the king to Sabah, behold, thine are all that pertaineth unto Mephibosheth. And Zabah said, humbly, beseech thee, that I may find grace in thine sight, my lord, O king. Verse 5. And when King David came to Bahurim, behold, thence came out a man of the family of the house of Saul, whose name was Shemaiah, the son of Gerah. He came forth and cursed still as he came. I'm going to be reading 2 Samuel chapter 16, verse 3 through 19 in the Hebrew. Slightly. We're going to be reading 2 Samuel chapter 16, verse 6 through 12 in the Hebrew.
2 Samuel chapter 16, verse 6. Isupk, Ba'abanyam, Lavada, Ko, Ibaya, Amalak, Lavada, Ko, A'aim, Ko, Agabario, Yum, Mama Shema, verse 7. Baka, Ashar, Shemaiah, Bapalowa, Taza'ah, Ayash, Adamyam, Ayash, Abo, Abaliyah, Abo, Ya'al, Yah, Aliyah, Yahweh, call, Yumya, Yah, Shawar, Ashar, Malakah, the Kapwa, Yathan, Yahweh, Amalakah, the Yah, Abashar, 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 Abashalom, 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 Manak, Manak, Aitha, Yah, Ayash, Damya, Akar, verse 9. Yamar, Abiyashia, Bun, Hezekiah, Al, Amalak, Lamar, Yafalo, Hakalal, Hamad, Hazal, Ademir, Amalak, Ibarah, Na'al, Wa'askira, Ra'ashwa, verse 10. Yamar, Amalak, Mahab, Liyah, Walakam, Bunya, Tezariah, Liyah, Yafalo, Okiyah, Yahweh, Ashar, Yawah, Hello, Davidah, Wumya, Yamar, Madawai, I said Yatha, Kun, verse 11. Yamar, Davidah, all, Abiyashia, were all called, Ibadiwa, Anah, Wanya, Ashar, Yataza'ah, Mamaya, Mamaya, Mamakwash, Napashia, Wa'ak, Kiyah, Aitha, Bun, Ayam Yan, Anakwa, Lawa, Oyakala, Yah, Amar, Lawa, Yahweh. Verse 12.
Stop at verse 12.
Awolia, Yahweh, by 1 year. Yah, Yahweh, the Yah, the Wabah, the Ka, for the Lafwa, Hayawam, Mazah. That's it.
Now we're going to be reading it in the English. And he cast stones at David. We had 2 Samuel chapter 16, verse 6. And he cast stones at David and at all the servants of King David, and all the people and all the mighty men were on his right hand and on his left. Verse 7. And thus saith Shemaiah when he cursed, come out, thou bloody man, and thou man of Belial. Verse 8. The Most High have returned upon thee all the blood of the house of Saul, and those stead thou hast reigned, and the Most High hath delivered the kingdom into the hand of Absalom, thy son, and behold, thou art taken to thy mischief, because thou art a bloody man. Verse 9. And when Abishai, the son of Zeruiah, unto the king, why should this dead dog curse my lord the king? Let me go over, I pray thee, and take off his head.
Like if I could, this is that. I did see kind of like he's leaving the city right now. And this guy, he's pretty much cursing David on the side of the road. You feel me? Like running his mouth, saying all kind of crazy stuff to him. You feel me? And one of David's men was like, man, who was he talking to? Like, he's gonna take his head off for you real quick, you feel me? And David is gonna stop it for nothing. You feel me? Like, as he reads and stuff like that, like, that same man that's cursing him, you know, David will, you know, deal with him as we go forward. But this is where we are right now.
Come. Verse 10. And the king said, what have I to do with you, ye sons of Zeruiah? So let them curse, because the Most High have said unto them, curse David. Who shall then say, wherefore hast thou done so? Verse 11. And David said to Abishai and to all his servants, behold, my son, which came forth of my bowels, seeketh my life. How much more now may this Benjamite do it? Let him alone and let him curse, for the Most High had bitten him. Verse 12. It may be that the Most High will look on my affliction, Slaki, and that the Most High will requite me good for his cursing this day. And now we're going to be reading 2 Samuel chapter 16, verse 13 through 19 in the Hebrew.
2 Samuel chapter 16, verse 13. There's a lot. That was God. What a Nashki was. What a rock. What Shemaiah. A lot. Because it's all, because it's alive, a hard, La'imaka, or Wakah, or your Balal, or your Support, or Abundant, La'imaka, Wa'apar, 14. Ba'ah, Amalak, Wakol, Ha'ain, Ashar, Aqua, Ayakim, Wayanapash, Shum, verse 15. Shalom, Wakol, Ha'ain, Ayash, Yasha'ala, Ba'awah, Yara Shalom, Wa'afiyah, Paul, Aqua, verse 16.
Only put Sabbath service.
Wa'yahaya, Shah, Ba'ah,
Just
Awashia,
one more.
Rakya, Ra'ai, Davidah,
Okay,
Paul,
yeah, he's fine. I can change it.
Abishalom, Wa'yamar, Awashia, Al, Abishalom,
Don't split it. Look.
Abiyah, Amalak, Abiyah, Amalak, verse 17. Abishalom, Al, Awashia, Ha, Kasaka, Kasada, Ah, Ra'aika, Ramah, Ra'ah, Halakah, Ah, Ra'ai, Ra'aika, verse 18. Wayamar, Washia, Ah, Abishalom, Ah, Yah, Shar, Bakar, Yahweh, Ha'ain, Hanzah, Wakal, Ayash, Yasha'ala, La'ah, Akiyah, Wa'akwa, Ashab, verse 19. Wakashemya, Amiyah, Anya, Aibad, Alama'a, the Punya, Bunwa, Ashar, Ibadakia, the Punya, Abayak, Abika, Khan, Ahaya, the Punyaka, verse 20. Waimar, Abishalom, Akiyatapal, Akiyatapal, Abawa, Makam, Aitazar, Ha, Naisha. That's it.
Now we're going to be reading in the English. 2 Samuel chapter 16, starting at verse 13. And as King David and his men went by the way, Shemaiah went along on the hillside over against him and cursed him as he went, and threw Salah, and cursed him as he went, and threw stones at him and cast dust. Verse 14. And the king and all the people that were with him came weary and refreshed themselves there. Verse 15. And it's Absalom, right? Verse 15. And Absalom and all the people, the men of Israel, came to Jerusalem, and Ahithophel with him. And it came to pass, when Hushai the Archite, David's friend, was come unto Absalom, that Hushai said unto Absalom, the Most High save the king. Most High save the king. Verse 17. And Absalom said to Hushai, is this thine kingdom, Salaki? Is this thine kindness to thine friend? Why winnest thou not with thy friend? Verse 18. And Hushai said unto Absalom, nay, but whom the Most High and his people and all the men of Israel choose, his will I be, and with him I will abide. Verse 19. And again, whom should I serve? Should I not serve in the presence of his son? As I have served in the Father's presence, so will I be in thine presence. And we're going to be reading 2 Samuel chapter 16, verse 20 to 23, and then 2 Samuel chapter 17, verse 1 through 3 in the Hebrew.
2 Samuel chapter 16, verse 20. Or Yamar, Abishalom, Akil, the Paul, Abawa, Lakam, Aitazar, Naisha, verse 21. Or Yamar, Akil, the Paul, Abishalom, all, Lagashia, Abika, Shah, Hanayak, the Shem of War, Abiyah, Shema, Kal, the Sha'ala, Yah, the Shah, Abika, Zakwa, Yadir, Kal, Shah, Aka, which was the two. Yakwa, Abishalom, Paul, Agag, Yabah, Abishalom, Lagashia, Abi, Yanya called Yasha'ala, verse 23. For Isaiah, Aki the Paul, Ashar, the Isaiah, the Yamyam, Ahum, the Ashar, Yasha'al, for the Bar, Alahayim, Kun, called Isaiah, Aki the Paul, Gum, the Zabadah, Gum, the Shalom. This is 2 Samuel chapter 17, verse 1. Yamar, Aki the Paul, all, Shalom, Abakara, the Shanyan, Aishar, Allah, Ayash, Bakumar, Baradak, Barakar, Akaria, Barakar, Aliyallah, verse 2, Ayabawah, Aliyah, Wahawa, Yagad, Muragad, Yajin, Wahakaradakia, Aqua, Wanas, called, Ain, Ashar, Aqua, Wahakayafia, Amalah, Wabagwa, verse 3.
Now you read verse 3.
Washibah, called, Ain, Aliyah, Ishawah, called, Yah, Ashar, Ashar, Wash, called, Ain, Yehayah, Shalom, and that's it.
I'm going to be reading 2 Samuel chapter 16, verse 20 to 23, and 2 Samuel chapter 17, verse 1 through 3 in the English. Then Absalom to Ahithophel, give counsel among you what we shall do. Verse 21. And Ahithophel said unto Absalom, go in unto thine father's concubines, which he have left to keep the house, and all Israel shall hear that thou art abhorred by thine father. Then shall the hands of all that are with thee be strong. Verse 22. So they spread Absalom a tent upon the top of the house, and Absalom went in unto his father's concubines in the sight of all Israel. 23. And the counsel of Ahithophel, which he counseled in those days, was as if a man had inquired at the oracle of the Most High. So was all the counsel of Ahithophel, both with David and with Absalom. Chapter 17, verse 1. Moreover, Ahithophel said unto Absalom, let me now choose out 12,000 men, and I will arise and pursue after David this night. Verse 2. And I will come upon him while he is weary and weak-handed, and I will make him afraid, and all the people that are with him shall flee, and I will smite the king only. Verse 3. And I will bring back all the people unto thee. The man whom thou seekest is as if all return. So all the people shall be in peace. Question. He went into King David's concubines in front of everybody? In front of everybody? Oh, everybody. Now we're going to be reading 2 Samuel chapter 17, verse 4 through 10 in the Hebrew.
2 2 Samuel chapter 17, verse 4. When you Yashar Adbar Ba'ayanya Abishalom Ba'ayanya Paul the Konya Yasha'ala his father. When Yamar Abishalom Ba'a Dum Washka Rockler. On the Shemai, Maha, what the Yawa, the Yawa, Gum, our verse 6. For Yawa, wash it all, our Shalom, for Yamar, our Shalom, Alua, La Amar, the Bar, Hazar, the Bar, Akia, the Paul, and Aisha, the Bar, Ayan, Mathar, the Bar, verse 7. For Yamar, Washia, all, Abishalom, Ba, Aitazar, Ashar, Yaitazar, Akipapol, Ain, Hazaa, verse 8. Oyamar, Washia, Athar, Yait, Abika, Anashua, Bari, Hama, Memorial, Paj, Hama, Gad, Wall, Shadal, Abika, Ayash, Nakama, Wala Yalayan, Ai, verse 9.
Got your head in. Got your head in. Got your head.
Copy, Awa, Kala, Makuma, Wahaya, and the Paul, Allah, Shemai, Hashemai, Amar, Ayatha, Ka, Ma'ain, Shar, Akaria, Abishalom, verse 10.
Verse 10.
Hawa, Gum, Run, Yo, Ashar, Wa, Ha, Ariyah, Ahmad,
Look, I get up in the
Ahmad,
morning.
Yah,
I do that.
Yah, Yahweh, Yasha'Allah, Yah, War, Abika, Wabunya, Yo, Ashar, Aqua. That's it.
Now we're going to be reading 2 Samuel chapter 17, verse 4 through 10 in the English. Verse 4. And the same pleased Absalom well, and all the elders of Israel. Then said Absalom, call now Hushai, the Archite, also, and let us hear likewise what he saith. Verse 6. And when Hushai was coming to Absalom, Absalom spake unto him, saying, Ahithophel hath spoken also. Ahithophel hath spoken after this matter. Shall we do after his saying? If not, speak thou. And Hushai said unto Absalom, the counsel that Ahithophel hath given is not good at this time. Verse 8. For he said, Hushai, thou knowest thine father and his men, that they be mighty men, and they be have in their minds, as a bear robbed of her whelps in the field. And thine father is a man of war, and will not lodge with the people. Verse 9. Behold, he is hid now in some pit or in some other place. And it will come to pass, when some of them be overthrown at the first, that whosoever heareth it will say, there is a slaughter among the people that follow Absalom. Verse 10. And he is that is Salaki. Verse 10. And he also that is village. What is that? Verse 10. Villain, valiant, whose heart is as the heart of a lion, shall utterly melt. For all Israel knoweth that thine father is a mighty man, and they which be with him are valiant men. Come. Mario, Madam, present thyself.
From Shikaya, Banya Howler, Banya Shahal. From
Shikaria,
Shikaya,
Banya Howler, Banya Shahal.
How about she now Shabbat Thumb?
How about she now Shabbat Thumb? Ashabia? Yeshab. Wow. Come. We're going to be reading 2 Samuel chapter 17, verse 11 through 17 in the Hebrew.
2 Samuel chapter 17, verse 11. Yeah, it's a Zasha. Isupk. Yeah, Isupk. Aulia, Ko, Yasha'ala. Done. Wa'ai. Ha'ar. Shabai. The wall. Shar. The young. The rod. The Kunyuka. Alakim. The Farad. Verse 12. Anwa. Aulia. Ha. Hamak. Hamak. Wama. Shar. The Mataza. Shum. Wanakanwa. Aulia. Shar. The Paul. Patal. Al. Adama. Wala. Namathar. Wa. Call. Nashim. Shar. Aqua. Gum. Sakad. Verse 13. All. Ayar. Yasak. Wahashiga. Awa. Oh, yes, Awa. All. Ayar. Ahaya. Volume. What's a cup? What's a kabun? What's a kabunwa? Aqua. I. And a call. I. Ashar. Namataza. Shum. Gum. As a reward. 14. Wayamar. Abishalom. Wakal. Ayash. Yasha'ala. Wabah. Aitazah. Washia. Ha'arakia. Aitazah. Paul. Yahweh, there's a wall, like a far, Isupk, Akipar, Hatawapar, La Ibabo, the body of war, about the war, of Yahweh, all, of Shalom, all, of Ai, verse 15. Or Yamar, Hawashia, all, as a rock, were all, I'll be a thought, a companion, as a as a the Isupk, Akipar, Shalom, or Ponya, the Sha'ala, because the by Isupk, Anya, 316. By God, Lakwa, Maharah, Yadwa, the Devada, the Amar, the Lund, Hallelujah, Iraq, the Wow, I'm in the bar, or gun, I'm war, I'm war, gun, like fun, if alive, I'm a lock, or a pole, a iron, a shard, aqua, 317. Yeah, I want, well, yeah, how in the gun, give my Itazar, a module, but a young, a gold, with a lacquer, I should car, how do you get that, a hum,
No.
your lock, how do you yard, lumber, lacquer, so with that, a lock, the Harawa, I, that's it.
Now we're going to be reading 2 Samuel chapter 17, verse 11 through 17 in the English.
2 Samuel chapter 17, verse 11. Therefore I counsel that all Israel be generally gathered unto thee, from Dan even to Beersheba, as the sand that is by the sea for multitude, and that thou go to battle in thine own person. Verse 12. So shall we come upon him in some place where he shall be found, and we will light upon him as the dew falleth on the ground. And of him and of all the men that are with him, there shall not be left so much as one. Verse 13. Moreover, if he be gotten into a city, then shall all Israel bring ropes to that city, and we will draw it into the river until there be not one small stone found there. Verse 14. And Absalom and all the men of Israel said, the counsel of Hushai and the Archite is better than the counsel
You get a biscuit
of
a biscuit in
Ahithophel.
there? It's in there.
For the Lord hath appointed to defeat the good counsel of Ahithophel, to the intent that the Lord might bring evil upon Absalom. Verse 15. Then said Hushai unto Zadok and to Abiathar the priest, thus and thus did Ahithophel counsel Absalom and the elders of Israel. and thus have I counseled. Verse 16. Now therefore send quickly and tell David, saying, lodge not this night in the plains of the wilderness, but speedily pass over, lest the king be swallowed up, and all the people that are with him. Verse 17. Now Jonathan and Ahimaaz stayed by in Rogel, for they might not be seen to come into the city. And the witch went and told them, and they went and told King David. That's it.
In verse 17, is that the same Jonathan Saul's son?
No, remember, Jonathan, Saul's son, he died with Saul.
When you touch the thing?
No, remember he died in war, like when they went to war. Jonathan died with Saul that day.
So that's a different.
This is a different Jonathan.
Okay.
Mr. Men up here, Amadia.
Vayasha'ah.
Men of Israel, gird up thy loins and prepare to salute the Torah. Yahweh Ba'ashem. Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Sharakiyah. Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Sharakiyah.
Yahweh Hashem, Yahweh Sharakiyah. Yahweh Hashem, Yahweh Sharakiyah. Yahweh Hashem, Yahweh Sharakiyah.
This is for everybody. And Mariam,
Mario,
which means
walk with Yahweh with them, which means rise and face the east. We're going to do the Lord's Prayer in Hebrew and then in the English. The Lord's Prayer in Hebrew. Abanawa.
Abanawa.
Shabbat Shemayim.
Shabbat Shemayim.
Wadah. Ayah.
Ayah.
Shemkah.
Shemkah.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Malach Wazkah.
Malach Wazkah.
The Ba'ah.
The Ba'ah.
Batazarka.
Batazarka.
Ayah.
Ayah.
Aisha.
Aisha. And in the English, our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done. In earth, as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our debts, as we forgive our debtors. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from all evil. For thine is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory, forever. So be it.
This is the power. Yahweh.
Ba'ashem Yahushua. Baba Kusha. The thunder now. Lar Pa'ah. Kol Maka'a.
Kol Madawa. Latahar. Habitazariah. Hakiam. Arakawa. Hatama'ala. Gabashem. Ba'ashem Yahushua. The Wadaman.
And in the English, Yahweh. In the name of Yahweh, please give us the power. The power to heal. All manner of sickness. And all manner of disease. The power to cleanse the lepers. The power to raise the dead. The power against unclean spirits. To cast them out. In the name of Yahweh, thank you. So be it.
This is blessed Israel. Yahweh. Ba'ashem Yahushua. Barak Lanoah. Habiyah. Sapari. Barak. Magun. Ba'ashem Yahushua. The Wadaman.
And in the English, Yahweh. In the name of Yahweh, bless us, and Israel, and the school. Bless, heal, shield, protect. In the name of Yahweh, thank you, so be it.
This is the blessing. Barakatah Yahweh. Wa Yahushua. Wa Miyaka'ala. Wa Alahaya. Alawak Asabranyan. Hakwatazayanya. Hakayayomu. Waha Akwakia. Ba'ashem Yahushua. Wadaman.
And in the English, bless you, Yahweh, and Yahweh, and Michael, and the angel, commanding General Yohana, the general, the captain, the officer, the troopers, and the sisters. Yahweh, in the name of Yahweh, thank you, so be it.
This is Psalms 121. Aisha.
Ayanya,
Al-Hahariam, Ma'ayan, Yaba'ah, Azariah, Ma'ayin, Yahweh, Aisha, Shemayam, Ma'arakza, Ayathan, Lamawat, Regoka, Al-Yanawam, Shamarka, Anab, La'ah, Yanawam, Wala'ah, Yayishan, Shalomar, Yasha'al, Yahweh, Shamarka, Yahweh, Tazalka, Al-Yah, Yamyaka, Yawamam, Hashemah, La'ah, Yakaka, Wayarak, Walayallah, Yahweh, Yashamarka, Makol Rai, Yashamar, Athnapashka, Yahweh, Yashamar, Taza'aka, Mayathan, Aman.
And in the English, I will lift up my eyes into the hills. From which cometh my help? My help coming from Yahweh, which made heaven and earth. He will not suffer suffer thine foot to be moved.
He will not suffer thy foot to be moved.
He that keepeth
He
thee
that keepeth thee
will not slumber.
will not slumber.
Behold,
Behold,
he that keepeth Israel
he that keepeth Israel
shall neither slumber nor sleep.
shall neither slumber nor sleep.
Yahweh
Yahweh
is thine keeper.
is thy keeper.
Yahweh
Yahweh
is thine shade upon thy right
is
hand.
thy shade upon thy right hand.
The sun shall not smite thee
The sun shall not smite thee
by day,
by day,
nor the moon by night.
nor the moon by night.
Yahweh shall preserve thee
Yahweh shall preserve thee
from all evil.
from all evil.
He shall preserve thy soul.
He shall preserve thy soul.
Yahweh shall preserve thy going out
Yahweh shall preserve thy
and
going
thy
out
coming in
and thy coming in.
from this time forth
From this time forth
and even evermore.
and even evermore.
Thank you so big.
Thank you so big. This is Psalms 83. Alahaya.
Alahaya.
Al-Damayalaka.
Al-Damayalaka.
Al-Dakaraj.
Al-Dakaraj.
Al-Dashakwat.
Al-Dakaraj.
All. The Yahana.
Yahana.
Al-Yadika.
Al-Yadika.
Yahamayawan.
Yahamayawan.
Al-Shanayaka.
Al-Shanayaka.
Nasha'awa.
Nasha'awa.
Ra'ash.
Ra'ash.
Al-Aimaka.
Al-Aimaka.
Ya'ariyamwa.
Ya'ariyamwa.
Sawad.
Sawad.
Wayataya'atazawa.
Wayataya'atazawa.
Al-Tazakawanyaka.
Al-Tazakawanyaka.
Amara.
Amara.
Kawa.
Lakawa.
Wanakakidu.
Wanakakidu.
Goya.
Goya.
Wala'ah.
Wala'ah.
Yasakar.
Yasakar.
Sham Yasha'al.
Sham Yasha'al.
Aywa.
Aywa.
Kiyah.
Kiyah.
Nawa'ai-tazawa.
Nawa'ai-tazawa.
La.
La.
Yakadwa.
Yakadwa.
Ayaka.
Ayaka.
Yah.
Yah.
Yakarakwa.
Yakarakwa.
Aholia.
Aholia.
Alawam.
Alawam.
Wayashama'a aliyam. Mawa'aba.
Mawa'aba.
Wahagari.
Wahagari.
Ball.
Ball.
I'm a one.
I'm a one.
I'm a lot.
I'm a lot.
From the shop.
From the shop.
I'm your shabby.
I'm your shabby.
That's a war.
That's a war.
Gum Ashawar.
Gum Ashawar.
Nalawa.
Nalawa.
Aymam.
Aymam.
Aywa.
Aywa.
Zerwai.
Zerwai.
The Banya Lawat.
The Banya Lawat.
Salah.
Salah.
Aisha Laham.
Aisha Laham.
Kamadi.
Kamadi.
Kasa Yasira'ah.
Kasa Yasira'ah.
Kayabi.
Kayabi.
Banakor.
Banakor.
Oyashma.
Oyashma.
Nashamadwa.
Nashamadwa.
Ma'ayanda Ara.
Ma'ayanda Ara.
Aywa.
Aywa.
Imam.
Imam.
La Adama.
La Adama.
Shayatamba.
Shayatamba.
Yahwa. Ka'ara.
Ka'ara.
Because of Abba.
Because of Abba.
Because of Ba.
Because of Ba.
Welcome to Zalmanai.
Zomanai.
Hold the Saya Kumwa.
Hold Sayam Kamwa.
Ashar.
Ashar.
Amara.
Amara.
Nayi Rashar.
Nayashar.
Nanawa.
Nadawa.
Ah. Na'awa.
Na'awa.
Alahayim.
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 Shayatamba.
Shayatamba.
Kagaga.
Kagaga.
Kakwash.
Kakwash.
The Panya Rakab.
The Panya Rakab.
Ka'ash.
Ka'ash.
The Ba'ayra Ya'ayra.
The Ba'ayra Ya'ayra.
Wakalahaba.
Wakalahaba.
Galaha.
Galaha.
Hardy.
Hardy.
Khan.
Khan.
The Wadatma.
The Wadatma.
Wasa'ayraka.
Wasa'ayraka.
Wakawasapaka. The Bahalam.
Bahalam.
Mala'ah.
Mala'ah.
Panyaham.
Panyaham.
Walawan.
Walawan.
Wayabakwasha.
Wayabakwasha.
Shukah.
Shukah.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Yabashwa.
Yabashwa.
Wayabahowa.
Wayabahowa.
Aydi'ah.
Aydi'ah.
Wayakupara.
Wayakupara.
Wayabadwa.
Wayabadwa.
Wayada'aywa.
Wayada'aywa.
Kayah.
Kayah.
Athar. Shukah.
Shukah.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Tabaka.
Tabaka.
Ayuwan.
Ayuwan.
Al-Qam.
Al-Qam.
Al-Rakza.
Al-Rakza.
Aman.
And in the English, keep not thy silence, O Yahweh.
Keep not thy silence, O Yahweh.
Hold not thine peace.
Hold not thy peace.
And be not still.
And be not still.
O Yahweh.
O Yahweh.
For lo,
For lo,
thy enemies make a tumult,
thy enemies make a tumult.
that they may, and they that hate thee
And they that hate thee
have lifted up the
and
head.
lifted up the head.
They have taken crafty counsel
They have taken crafty counsel
against thine people
against thy people.
and consulted against thine hidden
And
ones.
exalted against thy hidden.
They have said,
They have said,
come
Come,
and let us cut them off from being a nation,
and let us cut them off from being a nation.
that the name of Israel
The name of Israel
may be no more remembered.
may be no more remembered.
For they have consulted together
They have consulted together
with one consent.
with one consent.
They are confederate against
They
thee,
are confederate against thee.
the tabernacles of Edom
Tabernacles of Edom
and the Ishmaelites,
and the Israelites
of Moab
of Moab
and the
and
Hagarenes,
the Hagarenes,
Gabal
Gaul,
and Ammon
and Ammon,
and Amalek,
and Amalek,
the Philistines,
Philistines,
with the inhabitants of Tyre.
the inhabitants of Tyre.
Asher has also joined with them.
Asher is also joined with them.
They have hoped in the children of Lot.
They have hope in the children of Lot.
Salah,
Salah,
do unto them as unto the Midianites,
you want to them as to the
as to
Midianites,
Sisera,
as to Sisera,
as to Jabin,
as to Jabin,
as the brook of Kishar,
and the brook of the sun,
which perish at Endor.
which perish at Endor.
They become as dung for the earth.
They became the dark for the earth.
Make their nobles like Oreb,
Make their nobles like a red.
and like Zid.
And like Zed.
Yea,
Yea.
all the princes of Zabak,
All the princes of the God.
and as Zalmunna,
And as for Mona,
who said,
who said,
let us take to ourselves
let us take to ourselves
the houses of the Most High in possession.
the house of the Most High to possession.
O my power,
Oh, my power.
make them like a wheel,
Make them like a wheel.
as the stumble before the wind,
As the sun before the wind.
as the fire burneth the wood,
As the fire burns the wood.
and as the flame setteth the mountains on
And
fire.
as the flames set the mountains on fire.
So persecute them
So persecute them
with thine tempest,
with thy tempest.
and make them afraid with thine storm.
And make them afraid with thy storm.
Fill their faces with shame,
Fill their faces with shame.
that they may seek the name of
Seek thy name.
Yahweh.
O Yahweh.
Let them be confounded
Let them be confounded.
and troubled forever.
And troubled forever.
Yea,
Yea.
let them be put to shame
Let them be put to shame.
and perish,
And perish.
that men may know
That they may know
that thou,
that thou,
whose name alone
whose name alone
is Yahweh,
is Yahweh,
art the Most High
art the Most High
over all the earth.
over all the earth.
So be it.
So be it.
And these are the curses. Blessed are you, Yahweh,
Blessed are you, Yahweh,
King of heaven and earth,
King of heaven and earth,
and all things living.
and all things living.
Yahweh,
Yahweh.
in the name of Yahweh Shai,
In the name of Yahweh.
listen to us now,
Listen to us now.
right now.
Right now.
Send evils and curses,
Send evils and curses.
and punishment and destruction
And punishment and destruction
to the heathen
to the heathen.
that speak against
That
us,
speak against us.
thy prophets,
Thy prophet.
teachers,
Teachers.
the princes,
The princes.
the priests,
The priests.
the Israelite brothers,
The Israelite brothers.
and the schools.
And the schools.
Send evils and curses,
Send evils and curses.
and punishment and destruction
And punishment and
to
destruction
the heathen,
to the heathen.
and shake loose the treasures
And shake loose the treasures
of the rich of
of
Israel
the rich of Israel.
that refuse to give to the school,
And refuse to give to the school.
force their riches
Force their riches.
to enter into thine
And
sanctuary.
into thy sanctuary.
Send evils and curses,
Send evils and
and
curses.
punishment and destruction
And punishment and
to the
destruction
Edomites
to the Edomites.
and the nation,
And the nation.
and their drug dealers,
And their drug dealers.
court system,
Court system.
the prison system,
Prison system.
Planned Parenthood,
Planned Parenthood.
all the governments of our enemies,
All the governments of our enemies.
Amalek synagogues and arms,
And the synagogues and arms.
Roman Catholic Church,
Roman Catholic Church.
the Pope,
Pope.
Islam,
Islam.
Christianity,
Christianity.
Egyptology,
Egyptology.
militia,
Militia.
Ku Klux Klan,
Ku Klux Klan.
Aryan Nation,
Aryan Nation.
Skinheads,
Skinheads.
Kazakazatabi,
Kazakazatabi.
the gay movement,
Gay movement.
the gay movement,
The gay
the
movement.
lesbian movement,
The lesbian movement.
spies,
Spies.
workers of witchcraft,
Workers of witchcraft.
NASA space program,
National Space Program.
Army,
Army.
Navy,
Navy.
Air Force,
Air Force.
Marine,
Marine.
Wall Street,
Wall Street.
open up the internet,
Open up the internet.
and the airwaves,
And the airways.
and the cable access
And the
channel,
cable access channel.
and the radio
And
channel.
the radio channel.
Convict the spirit
Convict the spirit
of any of thine people
of any of thy people
that seek to stop us
that seek to stop
and
us.
bring swift destruction
And bring swift
to
destruction
all the heathen
to all the heathen
that stand in the way
that stand in the way
or try to stop us
Try to stop
from
us.
broadcasting your word
Broadcast your word
throughout the planet Earth.
throughout the planet Earth.
Let loose all the
Let
players.
loose all the plagues.
Let loose all the
Let
players.
loose all the plagues.
Cause them to go to and fro
Cause them to go to and
through
fro
the earth
through the earth.
and consume them.
Consume them.
Let the plague shake
Let the plagues shake
the house
the house
of the thief
of the thief
and the murderer.
and the murderer.
Let Yahweh Shai,
And Yahweh
Michael and Gabriel
Michael and Gabriel
come down with the flying saucers
come down with the flying saucers
and punish all the heathen
and punish all the heathen
and come up against us
and come up against us
as we speak thine word.
as we speak thy word.
Cause it to be known
Cause us to be known
by all that is
that all
Salaki. By all
by all
that it is the angels that have done it.
that is angels that have done it.
Cause it to be spread
Cause us to spread
throughout the media,
throughout the media,
throughout the whole world.
throughout the whole world.
Cause them to shake at thine coming.
Cause us to shake at thy coming.
In the name of Yahweh
In the name of
Shai,
Yahweh.
thank you so big.
Thank you so much.
Sir, Sister Shashab, men of Israel, come. This concludes the Sabbath service.
Men of Israel, we want to give a warm courtesy salute to the teacher. Men of Israel, Imani, Shabbat, Imani, Barak, Yahweh Hashem, Yahweh Shabbat,
Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai Rakathon.
Yadi Matel, Sam, Sisters Imani, which stand. Men of Israel, we want to give a warm courtesy salute to the sisters. Men of Israel, Imani, Shabbat, Imani, Barak,
Yahweh Shema, Alatham Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai.
Yadu Matap, class dismissed.
Islam is real. We out.